just bust my ass.
Turn it up some.
I started it, by the way.
Ah,
Yeah, no warning. It's off the
what?
cuff. Yeah, I could have.
What?
I should have told you. I shouldn't have even told you we started it. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And
we
then I
could have
just
been
could have just kept talking.
like half an hour in already. Just
Yeah.
are we ever gonna start this pod or what?
Already happened, buddy. Already happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So, welcome to Dirt and the Rambler. Dirt is on the freaking left, and I'm on the right. As you can see, I'm in my own humble abode that we have been in, in recent past few episodes. Dude, he's high as fuck, guys. Wait, Dirt is high? Yo, this weed is epic, and
Yo.
this weed is dank though. Wait, am I on dank weed? No. I'm here. You're right. You're right. You guys saw the video one. If you didn't, why are you even watching this one? Really? Watch them in order. There's a story. There's no story. There's no fucking story. He's actually in his own.
I'm in my home.
Mm-hmm,
I'm in my office currently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With
Office slash
The
spare bedroom.
Yeah. It's interesting,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's kind of a catch-all.
Yeah. We decided to do a separate one because good old Dirt here.
I got stuff to do tomorrow morning,
Yep,
and I just
stuff. Mm,
don't want to drive there, stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning,
yeah.
leave at like 6 o'clock to get back here, and then still have a full day of stuff to do.
Yeah.
I'd rather just do it.
Yeah, because whenever we record our podcast, it's
A
secondary.
Friday night.
Yeah, it's a secondary hangout too. Really.
Yeah.
We're just kind of hanging out. Really.
Yeah.
It's podcast first, and then that second. So it always ends up 2 a.m. watching what Tonka truck gameplay or
Yes,
whatever the fuck
that
it
game.
was. Yeah, or extremely goofy skateboarding. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Extreme skateboarding. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a good time. Good time.
Yeah. So you ever sleep in the bed there?
No.
You ever get in trouble?
Just
Get in trouble? Sleep
go to the office now.
Get in the office.
No.
Okay.
No, it is comfy. I have laid in it.
Yeah.
But it's not. I haven't slept there throughout the night.
Honestly, would be huge. I mean, I see that TV right there.
This one?
Yeah. So you could just lie down.
Or the two on the ground over here.
I didn't even see those.
And I got one right next to me too. I got a lot of TVs.
It's like a fucking. It's like an I Spy game, dude.
Yeah. Well, when we bought the house, they left pretty much everything in the rooms. So we had a TV for each room already.
Yeah.
And then we brought, I think, 2 TVs. So yeah, there's probably 8 TVs in this house.
Yeah. 8?
Yeah.
Holy
Well, I got 4 in here.
Yeah.
I got 1 in the living room, 1 in the basement, 1 in our room. Okay, there's 7.
Okay, well that's still a lot
No,
of TVs.
there's 1 in the nursery too still. So yeah, there's 8. Along with the yeah. I got a lot of stuff.
Do they all work?
Yeah, they all work just fine.
Damn, you should sell them.
I got
Facebook Marketplace, bro.
Yeah, but it's kind of handy when I got friends over and we're all playing Xbox.
That's true.
Like the old LAN parties.
Good old LAN party. You're absolutely right.
We like doing LAN parties of Farm Sim. So really,
Farm Sim.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
That game's way too addicting to just.
Yeah. It's a far cry from like the Halo ones. Very different game. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's good. That's fun.
Yeah, so I brought my drink in here. I guess I didn't.
Damn.
I've got my nuts.
You got your nuts?
Yeah.
Well, I'd hoped. I mean, you got a kid on. You got a kid on the. Okay.
My whole cashews.
I was gonna say you got a kid on the way. If you didn't have your nuts, you got an issue.
Yeah.
You got an issue there. No nuts.
Yeah. You want to have kids eventually?
Oh, I gotta find a bae.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I mean,
like, is it on your bucket list to?
Yeah, probably at some point.
How many do you want?
2.
2?
Maybe 3. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on if I fuck with the first two, right? Like
Yeah,
if I have them and I'm just like these fuckers
nah,
are annoying.
this ain't it.
These
This ain't
these
it.
fuckers are just like me. I don't want more of me in the world, and no one else does
Yeah.
either. I do fucking get them the hell out. You know?
It would be crazy if
Yeah,
both of our kids were friends.
it would. Yeah. I mean, if we keep hanging out and doing these, and that would probably end up happening anyways,
Yeah,
or they'd hate each other,
that
which
too.
could be funny. Some sort of weird rivalry like that, and like they just
Yeah.
despise each other anytime they have to see each other. They're just like, "What fucking dad? Your friend's fucking your friend's
friend
kid is gay, and I
sucks.
hate him." And
He
it's like,
sucks.
sorry,
Like,
son.
get along with him, boy.
Sorry, Johannesson. I'm gonna name my kid that.
Oh,
Johannesson.
Jonathan.
Yeah, Johannesson Sphincter. That's his middle name.
Rolls
Not-
off the tongue nice.
It does, doesn't it? I'm putting my feet up. I'm kicking
Are
my
ya?
feet up. Yeah. I'm gonna keep my chair up, but because I'm not a sloucher. I'm not a slacker, right?
Well,
We're
you
not even
said
in we're not
I
even in Slack. Actually,
scared.
we're in Discord. Slack is like a Discord type thing for like nerds.
Is it?
Yeah, nerds and adults
Oh,
that work full time
oh,
jobs.
I
Yeah.
need to download it.
Why?
Mm,
Fair enough. I had to download it actually for school.
really?
Yeah, one of my classes.
You're
She
a
was
nerd.
yeah. I'm a
Going
gay,
to school, you
yeah.
little nerd.
I'm a gay nerd. They kept putting my fucking heads in toilets and then flushing them. I don't remember what it was called because my ears were underwater every time they did it. So
Oh,
I never heard it. Like they were just
do
like,
you remember?
I'm gonna give you a, and I'm like, what the fuck did he just say? What is this called? What is this called? Yeah, it was for like, I had to write like a research paper in it,
Mhm.
and then the research paper was about how nuclear energy is dope as hell, and how like because everyone's so scared of it, right? Because of the two times that it happened,
Mhm.
60 years ago. Like 60 years ago in Soviet Russia, Chernobyl happened in
Yeah.
Soviet Russia 60
Yep.
years ago. That's not going to happen again because we're 60 years in the future in
History
America.
repeats
Like,
itself.
what?
History repeats itself. Just saying.
I'm being a little sly. Don't worry. I'm
That's
poking.
right.
You're playing devil's advocate for the man, dude. That's what you're doing. They want fossil fuels to stick around forever.
Well,
And they're
I'm
scared
just-
of nuclear, huh?
I'm gonna become one of those prepper guys.
Yeah, doomsday prepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have
I don't have
100,000 cans of corned beef. You're just gonna keep
or just
carrying-
corn.
or just corn.
Yep.
I love corned beef.
I love corn. Corn's probably the most
I
useless
do.
food
It is. It goes right through you. It actually literally goes right through
and
you.
gives you absolutely nothing.
But
But,
it's so
I
good.
still love it.
Dude, butter and salt and pepper on like a little fucking corn.
On the cob.
Holy hell, corn on the cob! Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Oh.
Yeah, where we grew up, bro, you could just get like you
You could
used to be able to
walk
get
the
like
street over
a
and-
dozen of them for like $5.
Mhm.
Shuck them. Just
Do you remember?
cook them up in the
You
oven,
remember
bro.
selling them for school?
No. Was that like
Sweet
was
corn?
that like an ag thing?
Yeah, I think so.
I was
or no,
never in that.
I thought it was just for our class. Like our class had to sell.
When did that?
some.
What grade? What year? I don't remember that.
Probably junior year.
I don't remember that at all.
Or no, it was probably sophomore year because I had my license then. Because I
Hmm.
remember we used my truck.
I don't remember that. Dude, I have this issue where I get hair, like a piece of hair, stuck in between my teeth here. And it's
Mhm.
always the tiniest little piece of hair that I can never get out of there.
Is it like a mustache hair?
I don't know.
I always chomp on my mustache hairs in the corner.
Oh, I do that all the time. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. And it feels like it's growing out of my tooth. Like it feels like it's growing in between the teeth there. I don't think so. I hope not. But it happens so frequently that I'm like, wait, maybe I have hair growing in my teeth, which is disgusting, and that's probably a
Ew.
tumor, really, right? Like tumors that grow teeth. You know that?
Can you get or like a mole? Can you get a mole on your gums?
I don't know. I don't know. Like you mean like a skin cancer type thing?
No, just a regular mole.
Oh, like you're born with it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're born with
It's like,
moles.
yeah.
Yeah. Probably. Well, I don't know. I don't think so. It's a
Hmm.
different type of skin. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird and
Hmm.
pink compared to, you know, black or white or any of the other races. You're still staring at the camera. This is fun. I kind of like the virtual, the virtual type, right? Even though I
Hmm.
keep looking at myself and admiring and wanting to suck and desire, I
Oh,
can't
see,
keep doing that.
you're looking at yourself.
I'm looking at you right now.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
looking at you too.
Okay.
We're both looking to the right.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're both look. Yeah. That's weird. That's weird how that works. Why does it do that? I wonder if I can. No, I don't want to move my mouse over it because they'll catch my username there.
Oh, oh. People will be adding you on Discord.
Everyone, leave me alone, please. Please, please. I'm famous. I am
Hey,
famous, actually. I'm
maybe
popping
down the
off.
road we'll have her on Discord.
That's true. That's true. I'm popping off
Talk
a little
about
bit on on
that.
TikTok.
Yeah, did you reach 2,000 followers yet?
I did.
Epic.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Are you
know
gonna?
how. I don't know why people keep following me because I'm so inconsistent about what I post. You know.
So what? When you when you go live on TikTok, do you do that off of your phone or do you do it off
Off the computer.
your computer?
Hmm.
So could you go live off, go live on TikTok and yet record it and
Uh.
then
Yeah.
post it to like YouTube?
So you're
Like,
asking if we can like it's
can
like
you cross it?
simulcast? You mean or like
Yeah,
stream this while we're live? Like
yeah.
live stream this as a podcast and then record it and upload it to YouTube after?
I'm saying like if you play games, like say you were playing Fallout the other day
Yeah.
on TikTok live, could you then record your live and then just put it on YouTube?
Yeah, it gives you the option to just download the entire live itself and
Mm-hmm.
clip it however you want, but I haven't done that yet just because nothing eventful has really happened. I've just been playing, you know. I mean, everything's eventful when I'm playing a game, right? I'm just so gosh dang diddly darn funny as
I'm a
fluke. So,
I'm a mouth breather when I play games, so
yeah, you're pretty quiet. You're pretty quiet. Like when we're playing
I'll
like
be
Deep
sitting
Rock,
like,
yeah, I'll tell you just like I'll tell a joke or something, and then silence. The peanut gallery is completely silent. They're dead. The peanut gallery is dead, and I look over at them, and I'm like, oh fuck, there's nobody
or
here.
then you hear, and
Yeah,
that's
right.
it.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right.
That's it. You're like, oh,
I'm like, okay.
okay,
I'm like, okay, that's pretty. Okay, that's
yeah.
fair. It's
I
hard to
get
talk when you're playing a game. It is hard.
yeah. I get too locked in and focused
Are
playing a
you
game,
lock in?
locking in.
I'm locked in right now. I'm locked in. That fucking song. That's SpongeBob. That's SpongeBob singing that one. There's just that guy on TikTok that just sings all these songs and he just sounds like SpongeBob. So every
Oh
time
really?
every time he sings and he sang that one, he just yeah,
There's a guy on there that
uh, uh,
he goes
uh.
through songs
Yeah.
and sings it. I don't even know how to explain the way he sings it, but he like puts a lot of emphasis into it. Like he'll be singing a rap song and be like, uh, he'll like opera it.
Oh, okay. Okay. It'll be operatic.
Yeah, but all singing like Lil Wayne or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
There's that one guy that plays he plays Warzone and then sings like a song at the same time. Has like a cello behind him and everything playing. He's like practicing for his I assume he's a vocal major, right? So he just has this like song where he's like it's like in Italian or whatever and he just like kills people in Warzone. And then like he's hot on the mic, so people just hear him
Mhm.
running after him going yes, yes, all. And like he's got like a cello in the background, so it's like a full practice for him, really. You know.
So so we got and problem
What the hell's the
and
problem?
problem.
I hate problems, dude. Can we stop with them?
My pizza will be ready in 30 minutes.
Well, we're already 15 minutes in, so. Oh, but it's.
But it's
Oh.
a 20-minute drive.
Oh. Hmm. That's
So
fucking interesting, huh?
we might have to put this in the old backlog. Or
No,
we cut it.
we can cut it. Considering I only have one thing I got to deal with through OBS.
Yeah.
You know, it's I don't have to do a sync test or anything. I can just stop recording and then start recording again. So
Gotcha.
we can keep going a little bit longer though until you have to go.
Well, I
Or do you have to go
probably gotta go
now?
now
Okay,
because that line's gonna be fucking busy.
that is true. Hey guys, we'll be back in like half an hour. I'll eat too actually, because
We'll be back
I'm a little hungry.
in 2 seconds.
These fat
You
boys
won't
gotta
know the
eat.
difference.
Yep, you'll never know. These fat boys gotta eat for
We
real.
hungry.
Yeah. What do you mean dysfunctional?
I'm just dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional.
I
Hey
can't say
guys, we're back.
dysfunctional.
Yeah, we're back
Hey guys, we're back.
after however long that
Urban
was.
Carter.
Yeah, burping the farter. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay,
How's your
so
pizza?
it was good,
Was it
just like how it was before they closed.
local place, ladies and gentlemen? So, not gonna
Very
name it,
nice.
but very good. So, yeah.
How was your interview?
Oh yeah, yeah. That went pretty well, I would say. You know,
Yeah.
I just walked in. They were like, they just asked me this long list of questions. You know, couldn't prepare for them because they never sent anything to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
They never sent anything really. Um, that's okay. That's fine. I yeah, it went well. I thought I showed off my personality. That's all I really can do because I don't know shit about like scheduling appointments because that's what it was. I would be scheduling appointments for a it's for a health kind of clinic area. So
Oh, you
yeah,
had that one today.
I had that
Okay.
one. Yep, yep.
I thought you had the other one.
No, what other one?
The gas station.
Oh no, I already had that. Yeah, that was
Oh.
on Monday. It was just a call. So
Um,
you know, yeah, it went pretty well. I thought I was very charming, charismatic, right? I tried to
did they?
look them in the eyes. That's what you got to do. Shake their hand firmly and whatever. They didn't ask any crazy questions. It was really just like, have you had any issues at work or blah blah blah. So they were like, oh, did you have an accident or anything at work? And I told them about the one time where I backed into a feed mill and the entire window shattered. And I was like,
Yep.
but I told them I handled it with grace. I immediately asked the people if they needed help cleaning up any of the glass. That was my first thing I said. And
Mm-hmm.
then I immediately called my supervisor, right? And they liked that. They liked hearing that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, have you had any issues with coworkers? And I was like, not really. There was this one old guy that was kind of annoying, but that's not his fault. And I didn't report him for anything because he was just annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I summarized to that, obviously. I said he was like I said he was like a curmudgeonly old man, right?
Yeah.
So and that's what he was. He was just very,
Mhm.
very curmudgeon about everything. He would just complain about all shit. One time, and this is so funny. He was complaining about all of the all of like the four-way stops or whatever,
Yeah.
and he was like they're putting in all these four-way because there's a school nearby. He's like they're putting in
Mhm.
all these four-way stops to protect the children, yet they don't do anything about abortion. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, what the hell are you talking about? It was the craziest shit I'd ever heard. I was like, what? What?
Yeah. That's like you just sit there and you're like,
That's what
did
I
I
did.
just
Yeah, I just
did I
sat there.
really just hear that?
I was like,
Let me
what?
let me play it back in my head. And you're like, wow. I don't know.
It was so fucking. I was like, what a connection to make, right? That is the mental gymnastics if I've ever seen one. That was crazy.
Four ways to four-way stops to
Yeah,
abortions.
abortion law, and it's like what? There's another time where I think he was like he was talking about how they were like, oh, they removed religion in school. He's a very religious guy.
Mm-hmm.
Believed in ghosts and shit too. Um, you know, he would always tell me these stories about how he's just like he heard a ghost or saw a ghost, and I was like, dude, you're like 63 years old. I think you just got, and he drank like he drank like one day. It was kind of hot, of
Yep.
course. He drank like 4 bottles of Sprite. No, not
Like
Sprite. No, RC.
RC
Yeah, actual literal like the regular size bottles of RC
within
cola.
within like what
The whole
time
day,
frame?
just the whole day.
Oh.
4 bottles, right? And I remember one time he was like complaining about his dentist, and I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're
you
complaining about your dentist?
you drink a lot of pop.
you drank fucking no, it was a whole 6 pack. It wasn't even 4. He drank 6 regular bottles of RC cola in a day, and I was like, what the fuck? But there's one time, since he's so religious, he was talking about how, um, they were like, oh, they removed religion in schools at a specific time, and
Hmm.
and he was like, you know what happened, like a few months after that, Columbine, and I was like, you're insane. I was like, you're an actual crazy person. What do you mean?
Jeez.
They removed, or he said something like
Is,
that. I don't remember. I saved it in Snapchat because I immediately
is
took a
he like
picture and quoted it.
is he like one of those big conspiracy guys?
100%. No, he 100% was. I'm pretty sure a couple
Yeah.
times he would talk about it, but like, holy cow, he was just insane. So yeah, when I was at the interview, I talked about him because he's really the only coworker I've ever kind of had issues with, but it
It
was
wasn't
just
just that
because I hated driving with him. That was it.
he sounds like a cursed NPC.
Yeah, he kind of was. He was like a GTA NPC. They're walking along going like, "My ass hurts" or some shit like that.
Oh,
My toenail fell off. Shit like that. Every time you walk by and they're saying something like that. I saw some of those on TikTok a while ago. Like they would keep.
do you remember that trend? The old like NPC, like people on TikTok Live would do it.
Oh yeah, dude. There's still a couple of people that
God,
do.
that
There's still a couple of people that do.
drove me nuts.
Just useless. That's the issue. There's a lot of useless content on the internet, and that's hard to.
Hmm.
It's hard to clarify what's useless and what isn't. But
Like the
no, it's
Dirt and the
not.
Rambler podcast.
See, that's not useless. We're very informative, and we tell the people what they want to hear. All right, and we love all the
The
people out there.
the number one. I can't think of
Number
any good.
one, number one,
The
um,
number one.
most mediocre podcast in the entire world, where the Rambler sits on his phone on Snapchat trying to find a fucking picture. The
Yeah, what the
entire
heck?
episode. I'm trying to find the quote, the direct quote, because I don't know. I don't remember if he said Columbine or if he said like fucking something else. I don't remember. I really don't. God, where is this? I was just sitting there.
But otherwise, interview went all right.
Yeah, it went okay. I mean, as I think it did. I think it did. I
Did
mean,
did they ask you what's your weakness? What's your biggest weakness?
no, they actually didn't. They asked me what my
Really?
3 strengths were, or yeah, what I believe my 3 strengths are as a worker, and I
Mm.
said I was friendly, funny, and reliable, which isn't a lie, really.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, at least. I mean, yeah, it was along those. I'm never gonna find this, but wait. Oh, it was Columbine. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Okay, schools are like prisons. Know why? That's what he said, and I was like,
Hmm.
because you're forced to go and you have to stay for 8 hours of your day. Because that's what any regular person would say, right? You're
Hmm.
forced to go to school and you have to stay there,
Because it
like a prison,
sucks. Or-
and the
yeah.
food is like prison too, right? Okay, funny. Our food was actually good, actually. I'll
I thought our food was pretty
I'll
good
hold
most
that
of the time.
most of the
I
time.
didn't like the the burnt tomato soup.
No,
Ugh.
disgusting, dude. Just the grilled cheese in general was always burnt too.
Yeah.
Awful, awful.
There was always extra though.
Yo, the fucking country fried steak.
Mm.
Don't even talk to me about the country fried, bro.
With
I would have.
Italian dunkers.
Did you not like the? You didn't like the country, or did you like the country fried steak?
No, I did.
Okay, dude, I would walk around to everybody and be like, "Hey," because I knew they didn't like it. So I would end up with 9 country fried steaks on my tray, and I'd be like, "Oh, I get to fucking eat all." They were like, "Oh, what's the white shit?" And I was like, "That's flavor, honey. That's flavor, sweetheart, and it's delicious."
I forgot about that.
The little white stuff. It was just fat.
Yeah.
It was just fat. Anyway, yeah, and I was like, yeah, well, whatever. And he was like, no, because you can't pray in school. And what happened not long after they banned prayer? Columbine. And I was like, okay.
Like,
I actually said like, but in my
interesting.
mind I was like, this guy's fucking insane. What do you mean? Dylan and whatever Dylan and Mark? What the hell is his name? Dylan
I
and
don't know. I didn't know him
whatever.
personally,
Oh,
so
yeah, that's fair. Well, they were all over the fucking news, dude. They shot up a school. Dylan
yeah, when
and
we were like 12,
not
I don't
even.
even
No,
know.
they shot that shit up in like 98, 95 or something like that. Here,
Yeah,
I'll Google that actually.
we weren't even born.
No, actually, I'm not going to Google that. It'll pop up on the screen, and I'll have to deal with that. Anyway,
Yeah, you'll.
whatever. Dylan and whoever. Yeah, they didn't shoot up the school because you can't pray. They shot up the school because they were crazy and bullied all the time, but mainly crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, like I was like, you're an insane old man, dude. Like that's a crazy thing to say.
What's what's
Like,
what's one just outrageous conspiracy that you laugh at every time?
that
They
we
can
didn't land on the moon.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
That's fucking insane. Like, you have to be
It was
actually
staged.
stupid,
It was
bro.
staged.
Like they see one thing where somebody steps on the moon and the dust moves in a wrong way, and these people that have never ever once studied physics in their entire life go like, that dust was kicked up weird. What the fuck do you know? What do you know? You've never
What do
been
you
to
know?
what? You've never even been to the moon, bro. I can't even comprehend what the gravity is like on the moon because I've only known this gravity, bro. I can't look at shit on the moon and be like, that's not exactly how it would look on the moon. What the fuck do you mean? Or they're
There's
just like,
no
oh my,
wind on the moon.
there isn't wind on the moon, yeah,
That
but
would
like,
just that would just float there.
no, there's still gravity. You're fucking stupid. Oh my god, like you can't even comprehend it. You've never been there. You've never been there. You have no fucking idea what the gravity is like because you've only ever known Earth gravity your entire fucking life. You've never been in like what, an anti-gravity chamber? That's not even a thing. You've never been in that, right? Or they're just like, yeah, well, Stanley, this is the worst one. When people are like, yeah, Stanley Kubrick, he was the director of the moon landing. Listen, you dense motherfucker. If the US government was going to hire a director to fake the moon landing, they weren't going to get the biggest goddamn guy on the planet to direct the fucking movie. They'd get some backwoods dumbass and then shoot him in the back of the head and throw him in a river. Why the hell would they get the biggest guy ever? Oh, well, they paid him a hell of a lot. Do you really think Stanley Kubrick on his deathbed wouldn't be like, I fucking faked it, lol, and then died? What the hell is the government going to do then? He's dead. He already invested all of his money. He could just be like, oh, yeah, exposed. No, they would get some fucking nobody and then kill him. That's a conspiracy in itself, right? It wouldn't be Kubrick. That's literally the most mind-boggling thing to me. Also, if you get like a telescope nice enough, you can just see all the stuff still on the moon. Or at least fragments. I mean, not like commercial. You can't like commercially purchase a telescope like that.
Yeah.
It costs like thousands of dollars. I think actually you can get one that's really expensive. But you can see like the flag is still there. And that's another thing. Like when they put it down, people are like, there's no wind on the moon. It wouldn't move like that. Motherfucker, it's connected to the pole that they just slammed into the ground. They just slammed a pole into the ground.
How did they slam it into the ground if the moon is rock?
Well, if the gravity is low, how could it get into the... it makes me so mad because it's like there's so many others that actually make sense. And you're gonna go to that one?
I think my favorite one is the that the Earth is flat.
That one's funny too.
And then
because every time yeah.
There was I don't know if it was a commercial or like a documentary or a show or something that this guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna prove that the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
We're gonna take this, we're gonna point a light here, and have a wall over here. And if the Earth is flat, it should just point right through, no light curvature or anything. And they did it, and it was obviously off. And he's like,
yeah,
my calculations must be off.
That's what it is every time they try to prove that it's flat, and then they just prove that it's round every fucking time. And it's like,
what?
My God. It just stems from people trust the government so little that they have to make up these batshit theories just to like
Mhm.
keep their sanity, you know? Because they think the government's after them at all times. I'm sure a majority of flat earthers are just schizophrenic and they're
Probably.
just like, "No, no, it's flat. If the government tells you anything it's wrong." It's like, get a grip, dude. They aren't some evil shadow organization that wants to kill you. They just want you to pay taxes.
Yeah.
The government wants you to pay taxes. That's
They just
really
want to
it.
take your money and give it to other people.
Yeah, that's not a conspiracy. That's actually it, right? They want to take all your taxes so they can send it across the sea. All right? You don't understand. You don't understand, dude. Netanyahu, Prime Minister Israel, he needs all that money so he can blow up more brown
I
kids.
love how you know that.
Yeah, well, I like to say I'm not political, but I keep up on everything to, save
I
for that fact.
I am for sure not political.
Yeah, yeah,
Someone's talking politics, I generally just turn the other way or just
yeah.
don't listen.
Well, he needs all that money so he can keep bombing brown kids. Okay, you don't understand. You don't understand. These kids are dangerous.
Yeah.
He was recently
Yeah,
like,
I just
yeah, no, I get it. It's just in constant turmoil all the time, or nothing happens. That's all it
they're all
is. Either nothing happens or something happens,
Mhm.
and it's like,
I just figure
you know,
all the government's crooked, so
they are.
some are just more than others.
They're more obvious about it. Some are,
Yeah.
like if somebody's a dictator.
Hmm.
Look, respect to dictators. All right, at least they're not pretending. They're not pretending. They're not pretending to be not crooked. They're just like, yeah, I
Hmm.
run this whole fucking bitch. What are you gonna do about it? Right? At least like, here they're like,
Um
democracy. And it's like, yeah,
I
okay.
can do this for you, and if you vote for me,
I'm
I
not
won't
gonna
do
do
this
it.
for you.
Yep.
So you might as well still vote for me.
Vote for me so I can not do the thing you voted me in for. That's
All
what it
right,
is.
this is not the political cast.
You're right. You're right. What were we talking about? Boners or something? No,
I mean,
conspiracy theories.
yeah,
Yeah,
conspiracy theory.
same thing. Boners actually used to mean mistake, and a lot of conspiracy theories are mistakes. Yes, boner used to mean like blunder, really, like a screw up. There's like an old Batman comic where it's just like, "You've made a hell of a boner, Batman," or something like that. It's really funny, actually.
What?
Huh? Yeah. Um. There's a lot of them, like conspiracy theories. Honestly, I mean,
Mhm.
well, off the top of my head, I can't even think of a lot of them. Really,
I
the moon
can't think of
landing,
any.
flat Earth, JFK, that one.
Oh, there was
Which that one
there's
makes sense.
fucking four shooters.
That one makes sense. Well, it
Which
doesn't make sense that
which one? I hear like
where the
three
government,
different versions
where the
of it.
FBI killed him.
Oh, see, I heard or there's one where it wasn't the driver, but someone in the car shot him. I've heard that one.
That one's dumb because it's on camera.
Yeah, but I mean,
You
like
can
from
you can see
underneath
it.
and the way it. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's more just the FBI killed him, or
Yeah.
the CIA, not the FBI. The CIA killed him because there was an issue. I think I don't remember exactly the details, but like the CIA went and killed like a leader of some like African country, or no, like a representative or something going to a different country, and like the
Oh,
CIA did something, and JFK was like, "I'm gonna dismantle this entire organization." I that's a very brief
and they
rundown,
and they
but
kept him quiet.
they kept him quiet. I
You're
that's a
right.
very brief rundown. Of course, I don't know all
Allegedly.
the details. Allegedly, just like OJ, allegedly. Okay,
Allegedly.
allegedly, allegedly, the bullet fit in his skull. Well, not allegedly. That one's actually true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's video on that one.
there's video on that one. That one's proof, right? Well, there's proof on OJ too, right? Glove didn't fit, right?
You know what I heard? I don't know if this is actually true or not.
Yeah, what?
Or you may have told me,
Might have.
but his doctor told him to stop taking his
Yeah,
blood
yeah,
pressure
yeah.
medicine. Yeah,
I
it made
think
his
yeah.
hands swell up.
Well, I don't know if I told you that, but I did hear that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So his hands swelled
where
up. Yeah,
it wouldn't because his hands are all swole because
yeah.
of his blood pressure.
When I say OJ didn't do it, I'm being totally ironic. He 100% killed his wife and the person she
Allegedly.
was. No, he did. He's dead. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
What is there? Whoa, the Simpson family's gonna come after me? Who, me? What, I'm going to do that? Homer.
Wait, we're
What?
past that.
What do you mean? I'm never
That
past
was,
Simpson impressions.
that was
I'm
like
never past
what?
Simpson impressions.
Was that 2 episodes
One
ago?
episode ago.
Oh, that was last episode.
Yep. We're on episode.
We've been doing this for so long that we're.
Oh my god, this is episode 11.
Is it?
Yeah, last one was 10.
But,
I think.
but really, it's like episode like 13.
Actually, yeah, if we're counting the lost ones, the lost episodes during the
The
Rambler
lost or
episodes.
unuploaded ones.
Even lost to me. Actually, I don't have them. They weren't good. You could probably not.
Oh.
You probably couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, probably not.
You know, the audio is dog shit. I've only recently got the audio into a place where it can be usable. Honestly, this one might have the best audio.
Really?
Thick Talk and this one will probably have the best audio that we've ever. Because I mean, this I already listened back to the other one. The first half before we came back, and it sounded pretty good. I just turned. Yeah, I didn't even touch anything. You sounded good. I sounded good. You know, obviously, my mic sounds better. That's just because my mic is better.
Oh. You dissing the HyperX?
I'm hating on the HyperX so hard right now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it turns different colors.
That is
Does yours
true.
turn different colors? I don't think so.
If I hit this button,
Oh yeah, yep.
so,
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what? I can go like this.
It turns off all the color. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so now
People who are audio only are gonna be like, "What the fuck just happened? Why did they both cut out?"
Sorry, Spotify
Yeah,
listeners.
sorry guys.
Hey, are we
No. What?
are we putting our pod on like iTunes?
Fuck iTunes. I don't give a shit about them.
Okay, jeez.
Sorry, I'm a hater.
Just a question.
I only have 3 episodes on Spotify anyway. I haven't uploaded the other ones.
How are we gonna reach our audience?
This is a video
Or
podcast.
at least reach a audience.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
You know, this is a video
And
podcast.
an audience.
If you're listening on Spotify, you're ugly and dumb.
Please like, or I guess it'd be download. Please download on Spotify.
No, it's just really stupid. You don't look half the time when you're listening to something, right? You have your phone plugged in, right? If you're in your car,
Okay, and if you're in your car, yeah.
that's where a
Or
majority of
Bluetooth.
people are listening, or Bluetooth. But you usually have your phone plugged in, right? And on Bluetooth.
Depends if you have like Apple Play or Samsung, whatever. Yeah, most of the time you got your phone plugged.
It's plugged in. You usually have a charger in some capacity in your car, charging your phone, and a lot of them are Bluetooth, right?
Uh-huh.
Fucking don't use Spotify. YouTube is free, and you can just plug your phone in, and then run it through your speakers. YouTube works just fine through Bluetooth.
Okay, what about
Spotify sucks anyways.
What about the avid walkers?
I don't listen to music. Why are you listening to a podcast while you're walking? That
I
seems
listen
weird.
to a podcast at work.
Okay, but your phone's plugged in.
I listen to the Dirt and Rambler podcast.
It's a little narcissistic, don't you think?
Yeah, well, gotta do what you gotta do.
I listen to Dirt and Rambler podcast.
Gotta give views somehow.
You're right. I listen to Dirt and Rambler podcast while I'm whacking off. He's dead, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know what he's saying.
What? Nope.
What? Oh, he's back. He's back.
What? You can hear me.
You were muted. I couldn't hear you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could hear you.
You lifted it up and went.
I could hear you.
Oh, could you? Well, yeah, I didn't mute. I'm never muting again. All right. I'm not. Young boy, never mute again.
Okay.
Didn't you sing that? I just thought. Whatever, dude.
I don't know.
Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
I don't know. What?
Who gives a fuck about
I
this
thought,
fucking
don't you have
podcast,
topics wrote down or something?
No, I don't write anything down. That's
God.
the point of this podcast.
Oh,
The point is that we're just talking.
two dudes chilling in a podcast.
Two fat dumbasses. Around 50 miles apart.
50 miles apart, because we're in different towns.
Yep, we don't live together, so that's.
Yep.
Nothing to do with our sexuality. Don't mention it. I'm straight and I love
And,
boobies.
and I have a kid on the way. If it helps.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're the straightest. You're straighter out of the two of us, right? And that's the straightest thing you can do is to knock up a lady. That's
Yeah.
about the straightest thing you can do.
Here on the Straight and the Angle podcast, we talk
Straight,
about
the straight and the debatable podcast, right? You know,
debatable.
yeah, it's shaky grounds.
Well, apparently you're what? What did TikTok say you were? Like 30, 40? That one comment you were
Oh
talking about
yeah,
earlier?
yeah. Comment on TikTok because if you don't follow my TikTok, follow my TikTok. That's YEZMANG. I'll put it on screen or I won't. I don't know. I'm at 2,000 followers now though, so you know my shit's good, right?
Getting pretty
Some
good.
guy was like, I can't tell if you're 16 or 34, and I was like,
That's quite an age gap.
I don't even know how to take that. Well, do I look young? But how do I look old if I look young? How could yeah that gap is insane. Like what? I don't think I look old at all.
No.
I think I
I
look.
mean, you look about your age.
I think. I mean, I've just gotten
You look
fatter. If I was skinnier,
you
I'd look
look
exactly.
you look a little older
Yeah,
to me just because of
you've
like
known
what
me.
yeah, and what kids
For,
look like these days. It's just kind of
yeah, you've just known me. You've known me for years,
yeah,
right? So you can tell that I'm not.
about
I'm older.
probably 20.
15, 20. Yeah, at this point it would be. Yeah, yeah.
Been a while.
Been a while. Um. Yeah, I don't know. I've always thought I'd look really young.
I always
For
get
my
I look
age.
older,
Really.
but yeah.
I always thought. I mean, if I were skinnier, I'd probably look exactly like I did senior year of high school.
If I was skinnier, I'd look completely different because I've been big since like 6th grade.
That is true. That is true. You would look different.
I'd look I'd look scary. Maybe I
Uh,
should start doing lose some weight.
maybe. I've been pretty good about it, you know. Like I said, I think last podcast, I lost 15 pounds since December, which is a solid amount. And I'm not
Yeah.
done yet. Yeah, everybody cheers. They're like, "Yay."
Applause.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The applause thing.
Yeah, yeah. Applause now, you know. It's like
No, you need the guy of Shrek.
yeah, I was literally about to say that actually. Holding the yeah, he wrote it
Yeah.
on there. Aw. Aw.
Oh,
That's a good one. That movie does rock. It
that
does. You know?
apparently I used to be obsessed with that movie as a kid.
Really.
Like it'd be on fucking repeat.
Yeah. We had a lot of different movies that we watched all the time. You know, a lot of Disney ones really. Just cuz my
Yeah.
sisters are my younger sister is, you know, probably what, 8? No, not 8. Oh,
Your
maybe
older sister's
8.
probably 8 years older than you,
Yeah,
right?
older sister's around. She's like no. She's 6 years older than me. 6 or 7, and my younger sister's 4. 4 years older than me. So they're
Okay.
they're a little older, not by much, but
Yeah.
enough to where, you know, they were, you know, in the 90s around and in the early 2000s more around than I was who was, you know, 1,
Just a
right?
wee lad.
Yeah, but a wee jit, you know.
Just-
But a wee jit. Um yeah, so a lot of like, you know, early Disney movies. Robin Hood, goated. Aristocats, I fucking loved Aristocats, okay? And I still do. I watch that from time to time if I'm a little bored, right? Chilling around,
Toy
maybe.
Story.
Toy Story, that was one of them.
Mhm.
Toy Story, yeah, Toy Story was in the 90s. That one came out in
Cars.
99.
Cars went hard.
I was
I think that was like
I
06.
wasn't huge on Cars. I'm gonna be honest. I think I watched it and I was like, that's okay, but
But
I
like
never got like obsessed with it. You know what I mean?
Monsters Inc. That
Yeah.
was like
Yep. That's another one. A
mhm.
lot of the Pixar ones. Ratatouille. I don't know if you fuck with Ratatouille like I do.
Fuck with Ratatouille.
I fucking love Ratatouille, dude. That's one of my favorites, at least in terms of the Pixar.
What about Like the Jungle Book. That wasn't a Pixar, was it?
No, that was like an early Disney one in like the
Uh,
70s. Yeah, we watched that one. I watched that
mm-hmm.
one a lot.
That was a good one.
You know which one I really like? Underrated. Oliver and Company.
Oliver and Company.
Yeah, with the little orange cat. Animated one, little orange cat. Yeah, not a lot of
Mm,
people know that one, but I fuck with that one.
Garfield. I know that orange cat that likes lasagna.
Garfield, where's all the lasagna? I fucking ate it, John. I ate the fuck out of it. Honestly, that just sounds like Homer.
Yeah.
You know, I ate it all. I ate it all, John. That's just Bill Murray. That's his impression, like what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd they ever get Chris Pratt to voice the fucking fat cat, bro?
I don't know.
Why do they keep getting that white bastard to fucking voice everything? I say white as an insult in his case because he's like the whitest guy ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the way he talks. Like the one time he was just like,
He needs more money.
"It's true, yeah, it's true." He's a name.
Yeah.
That's why they get him. You know,
Well, that's
he's
like
just a
all
name.
the movies. They're trying to get these bigger name like Jack Black and all these.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Jack Black's a good voice actor though. Like
mm-hmm.
he's good at doing that.
For
He did a lot.
Claptrap. For Claptrap, and already
An already fully voiced character. They could have
yeah,
just gotten the fucking voice
and
actor.
and it's already yeah, it's like so auto tuned that you won't even be able to tell it's Jack Black.
Yeah, you may as well just get the fucking guy. You'd have to pay the guy less, probably. Why the hell do you have to pay that guy so much? Like, why are you paying so much? Don't you want to watch out for the bottom line? You could pay that motherfucker so much less than Jack Black, and yet they just have to get Jack Black for the name.
You could get
That's why they're paying that much.
for the name.
They're paying that much for the name.
But I mean, for the amount you're paying him, couldn't you pay at least two other actors for Tanis and I forget what the other one is. Lilith.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
you could easily get two
Tanis is
two characters that should fit that role.
Yeah, Tanis being Jamie Lee Curtis is like that one kind of works. I can see that. She's just a little older. That's okay.
Yeah.
But what's her face?
Crazy lady.
What's her face being Lilith? It's like I can tell that that's a 50-year-old woman.
Yeah. That needs to be like
30.
No.
I'm
Scarlett
sorry.
Johansson maybe.
Nah.
Nah.
No, like
He's more of a.
I don't. She's not really. She doesn't belong there.
No.
Scarlett Johansson doesn't. I don't know who I don't know who I'd put as Lilith, honestly, because it's like I don't know. I can just tell that she's old. I'm sorry. My bad. I can tell that this 50-year-old woman is 50, playing the role that's supposed to be a fucking 30-year-old. I'm sorry.
See the wrinkles on her face.
Yeah, they put a shit ton of makeup on her to block it, but I can still see the fucking crow's feet. That being said, I do have mine are really bad. That's just because I smile a lot, you know. See, right there. I'll just be smiley all the damn time, yeah. No, but you can just I can clearly tell that that's a 50-year-old woman. And Kevin Hart is a stupid decision because he's just gonna be a joke the entire movie. I think we've already talked about this on the podcast, but it still pisses me off. Okay,
Probably.
it still pisses me off. He's just gonna be a joke. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Roland is short." Funny, so funny, dude. It's not even me being salty because I'm short. It's just no one is afraid to tell. Or no, everyone's afraid to tell a new joke. There's like 5 jokes, and I'm not even talking about just on movies. I'm talking about everything. You're on TikTok, people are making the same 5 fucking jokes in the comments all the times, whether it be like a trend or whether it just be like whatever the hell. You know, it's always the same 5 fucking things. No one can think of anything original on their own.
Come up with something new, yeah.
No one has anything. You know, and obviously
right now, come up with something.
Right now?
Yeah.
About what? What the hell am I? You can't just say make up something for this
podcast. Yeah, come up with something with this.
Something for this podcast.
Views. We need views.
All right, here's what we do. We walk up to a random woman on the street, and I say, "Give me a number 1 through 5." Right, and then they give me a number. Okay, and then I walk away. They don't even tell me the number. I just leave, and now they're stuck with
Number
that.
1 through 5 leaves.
Yeah, yeah. Now they're stuck with that number in their head for the rest of their lives. How do you
Like,
like
man,
that, huh?
I just wanted to tell that guy 3, but
Fuck, it was 4. It was 4, but he's gone. You know? Fuck you. Fuck you. Random anybody on the street. Yeah. Right?
I'm gonna start doing that in public.
Yeah. It's so no, that would be really funny. Just don't even have a camera up, but walk up and
Like
like
how
interview people and then just like
yeah,
leave. Well, there's no camera. See, there's no point. I think that's why it's funny because there's no point.
yeah.
Like normally people you could record that, right? You could record what I just said and be like, oh, here's the prank. But in this case, it would just be a prank not recorded,
Mm-hmm.
which is, fine. You don't gotta
Probably
fucking
a lot
record it.
funnier than most of the pranks on.
Way funnier. No, dude. Most pranks are just like, would you rather get fucked or be fucked? And they're in like fucking Miami, and they're like fucked, and it's like that's not even anything. That's not actually an example of a prank. That's just an example of that man on the street shit. That like fucking whoever started that.
Ask questions or whatever.
Yeah, like Jimmy on the street, whatever that guy's
Yeah.
name is, or like
I
Jimmy
like.
Kim. I think Jimmy Kimmel did it a lot.
Mhm.
And now everyone on TikTok, they're just walking up with a phone going like, back shots or a fucking degree. And it's like, you're useless.
I like the what are you listening to?
Yeah.
Some of the parody or not parodies, but some of the fake videos ones they do, and they're like,
Those are parodies, actually. You're right.
yeah,
Yeah, they would be.
but they do like the AT&T commercial on repeat,
Yeah.
and they put their headphones on, and keep walking in place.
The Home Depot theme.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dun, 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 just on repeat. Yeah.
uh,
That would be a parody, you're right. Because it's not really making any sort of, like, the difference between a parody and a satire is trying to make a point.
mm-hmm.
With yours, it's just, they're just,
They're just
making a joke.
a remake of yeah.
They're just making a joke, Like, oh, I'm listening to 10 hours of farting and crying, like something like that. That's a parody. Whereas a satire would be like, oh, I'm listening to, fucking, I don't know, insert something political. There's a satire. You know what show I hate? And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be totally honest. At least now, right?
TV show.
A show, yeah.
Okay.
South Park.
You don't like South Park?
I do not care for South Park.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen South Park. I'm gonna say it.
Really?
I don't think I've seen a full episode of South Park.
Huh.
I'm just it
That's-
never caught my attention or anything.
That's very interesting, actually.
Mhm.
That's very interesting.
I'd rather watch Family Guy, Simpsons,
American Dad.
American Dad.
I fucking
American
love
Dad's
American Dad, dude. I love that show.
Gold Roger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Francine,
But
these chocodiles. These chocodiles, Francine. Oh my god, these chocodiles. Oh my god. That show's
But yeah,
great.
I've never been a fan of South Park really.
My brother used to watch it a lot, and I would be like sitting on the computer playing or doing whatever, browsing, and I would always hear it. And the older ones are genuinely funny. When it was in an episodic format. Strike that from the video. Strike that from the video. It was funnier when it was in like a purely episodic form, right? Like where every week it was completely separate from the last. And then they started to do like more like story ones in the newer seasons, and I just tuned out because it's like, come on.
That
right? Like, come on.
Kids don't have an attention span for that. They just want to keep seeing different shit over like how Family Guy does it.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, and it's nice to have like a little through thread. Obviously, like if something happens to a character in the earlier seasons, they need to be gone, right? If somebody dies or however, they need to not show up. That's how it works in an episodic format. You still hold on to that canon of the story, but you don't have like this long, overarching, like narrative about I don't know, being woke or whatever the hell. Right, because that's what it was, like PC principle, and it just gets tiring, because you have this mocking, you have this joke character that's a satire of, or a parody of like people in the real world, and then eventually that character gets stale, and then you're stuck with the character,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're stuck with PC Principal, even though he hasn't been funny for 3 years. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do with him, right? Are you gonna kill him off? Because guess what?
You're gonna
You just got rid of a character.
no, you're gonna throw him in every once in a while and try to make it work.
Yep,
It
and then
usually
it doesn't.
bombs,
It doesn't
and
work.
then
Yeah, I
goes to the next scene.
I don't know. I don't know. I think Matt and Trey were brilliant writers, but they've jumped the shark and they need to stop.
Yeah.
Need to stop.
Like I said, couldn't tell you. I never have been a fan of South Park.
That's strange. Yeah. Well, that you haven't seen it. Not that you're not a fan, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
yeah.
never grabbed my attention. South
like,
Park.
like I said, the older ones, there are some really funny episodes. Like the one, everyone knows it's Butters or whatever that one's called. Really funny episode. That's a funny one.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I started to see them just do like the story stuff, like Sheepaw Town or something like that, and I was like, this sucks. This sucks. I want an episodic format. I prefer it, right? Especially in an animated cartoon. It's a cartoon, right? Like
Yeah.
stay in your lane. It's a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do a story thing, and honestly, I think I've talked about this now that I'm thinking about it, but yeah, we're retreading old grounds because we're fucking lame.
We're
out of ideas. It's episode 11, and we're out of ideas.
we've fallen off. I think
I
we've
just
said this
unplugged my
before too.
headset. Say that again. Sorry.
I said we've fallen off.
Yeah, we jumped the
I'm
shark.
like,
we jumped the shark.
We have said this already too.
Fuck, we have.
This was like episode 3. We have fallen off.
Fuck. Okay, we have to think of something new. We have to think of something new.
Something new and exciting. What do we? We're gonna be the next. We're gonna start the next trend.
I don't want to use a bidet.
I want to use a bidet.
I don't because it's like I like scratching my asshole so much with toilet paper that I would miss it.
I prefer sandpaper.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yep.
I prefer cobwebs. Like
how do you wipe cobwebs?
Hey, you just go into the corner, go right.
For using the
the nasty squelching noise.
No, the door trim. I prefer that.
I want to get a bidet and then fill it with milk. Just have milk. Fill it with like Diet Mountain Dew. Fill it with Diet Right. Just have it shoot up my ass.
Do you think like RC would burn more than Coke?
No, dude. Coke is so... Dude, look. This is the hottest take I'll ever have on this fucking podcast. You guys pay attention.
I doubt it, but let's hear it.
RC is better than Pepsi and Coke. RC Cola is better than both of them. Okay? Coke hurts me. I drink it and it fights back. Pepsi, too malignant. No, too benign. That's the word. Malignant is the bad one. Too benign. Okay? I drink it and I'm like, oh, okay, this is okay. RC, perfect fucking mixture. Perfect. It bites back a little and it's also just as sweet. That is not a cola. Dr. Pepper is its own thing. All right? I'll fight that the day I die. Look at the can. Pull up the can again. Look at that. 23. See that 23? There's 23 different MFs inside of that sody. Okay? There's 23 different...
I don't think it says 23 MFs.
It doesn't say 23 MFs in that sody?
No.
I might be misremembering then, actually. But no, cola's only like one root or something and then like other spices. But RC, it's better than both of them. And the only reason people are like, oh, Coke is so good is because it's everywhere. That's why people like it. They know the name.
Pepsi more.
I do too. If I'm between Coke and Pepsi, I prefer Pepsi. But if you hand me an RC, I'll shake your fucking hand because I will respect you for being a true man of class, okay? People don't like RC because the other two are in the way. If the other two were out of the way, people would be like, oh, whoa, RC? And then they go, take a little sip, and they'd be like, that's delicious.
Hard.
This shit is delicious. When was the last time you had an RC?
An RC?
An RC Cola, yeah.
Probably last time I was up at your apartment house.
What did you think, honestly? What did you think? Huh?
It was a good like throwback. You're like, yeah. haven't had one of these in a long time.
Yeah. That's kind of why I like it, because you never have them, because the other two are always everywhere, right?
But I mean, if you're always drinking it,
Well, obviously it would go bad. If you're always drinking one type of soda, it's, that's never good because you'll get sick of it.
except,
Yeah, Dr. Pepper's weird. You can really just keep drinking it forever and you're
yeah,
fine.
and you just never get old. It just never
Yeah.
gets old.
Did you have the coconut cream one that came out?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I haven't even had like what was that, strawberry something.
That one's good.
I
Yeah. What about the
I
cream
don't know.
soda? The cream soda one.
Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't really like flavored drinks like that. Really, like even cherry Pepsi. Something about cherry Pepsi just eh. The only flavored
Yeah.
soda
Yep.
I will drink is probably the Mountain Dews.
You don't like cherry Pepsi? You don't like wild cherry Pepsi, dude?
I didn't say I didn't like it. It's just not. That's not the first thing. I open the cooler door and I'm like, oh, fucking wild cherry Pepsi. No, I just regular Mountain Dew or Dr Pepper would be my first choice.
That's fair. Yeah.
I walk in, I'm like, you know what? I might spice it up a little bit. I'll grab a cherry Pepsi. I'll drink one, but for like a full case, I wouldn't get a full case of wild cherry Pepsi.
That's fair. That's fair. Fair enough. That's fair.
Not the out of the blue gas station run, yeah, I'll grab one.
Fair.
But
There,
I go to Walmart and I won't get a big
yeah, you
cube
don't want a
of
big,
it.
yeah, a big case of cherry Pepsi.
Mm.
I feel you. I understand that. I respect that. I do. Okay. Usually, if I'm getting a pop, it's like a diet of some kind. Probably a Mountain Dew. A lot of the times,
See, I don't. I
not a diet.
I heard
guy.
diet's just as bad for you as the regular pop, so that's what I.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, everyone always says aspartame causes cancer, but we already know what sugar does to people. So, like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's either cancer or you get fat as shit and then die of cancer. So it's like, what are you gonna do, right?
Yep.
That's actually the one thing. If people, like,
God.
if people figured out a way to live forever, you would just eventually die of cancer, no matter what. Cancer or Alzheimer's.
Unless you're a ghoul.
That's true. Fallout reference. Last
Yep.
episode of the Fallout lore dump. If you didn't watch it and you don't care about Fallout, then don't watch it. But if you like Fallout, watch that one because I talk about it forever. The show and the games.
Click on it, like it, and then move to the next one.
Click on it, listen to it for 5 minutes, like it, and then fucking F off. Or leave a comment. Be like, Fallout is...
We don't have any comments on anything, do we?
We have some on TikTok. We got a couple on that one. People were saying that what they played and whatever like that.
Did we send any email, or did we get any emails yet?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Man.
That's an old person or a professional industry, right? People don't email, right? I'm going to call it because I think we're actually past an hour because, with the 15 that we had before, so...
Oh, hey, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Our next one will probably also be in the same format, so if you don't like it,